Welcome to this week's session with the Putnam County District Library. This week we are looking at MagicSchool. It's actually titled MagicSchool for Everyone. This is kind of geared more at educators, obviously, as well as how students could look at this. Everything I am showing today is free. There is a paid version, but just a little bit of an explanation of what MagicSchool is. It's an array of tools for educators. It's built by educators. 75% have been in the classroom. There's over 80 tools, and it does now have this chat bot associated with it called Rayanne. So if you were to go to MagicSchool, to just type in MagicSchool, it'll come up the website. You can sign in by using a Google account or an email account. If you are not an educator, there is the option here down below of not an educator. So I'm signed in currently. This is what you are going to see. I'm just going to touch base real quick here a little bit on the layout. Along the side here is where their chat box is located. And the other option here that I want to talk, well, I should say two options. One is the output history. If you click on that, you're going to see anything that I have currently worked on and done. And then if we go down to love, that's the other one that I like to take a look at, because this is where people can post different ways they are using MagicSchool. So I like to just take a look at this, kind of get an idea of what others are doing with the program, how they're using it. You can come up with some interesting ideas sometimes. So let's go back here to MagicSchool. I'm going to close these other tabs up, and if I go to MagicSchool all the way back here to where my tools are located, what you are going to see is across the top you see these with stars. That's because I have looked at all of these tools. I went down through and notice I can put a star in front. That marks it as a favorite for me. So those always come across the top. The other thing to keep in mind is I can click here up on this with get more recommendations. And when I click on that, if I were to say what grade level I work at, if I am, if I co-teach, if I'm special ed, if I'm in high school, the elementary, whatever that might be, that information that I want to provide, that would go in here, and it's going to give me the tools that it feels are probably most appropriate for me to want to use. The other thing to make note of, do not ever put in any personal information that might pertain to students. One of the things in here is you can generate IEPs. You can generate comments to grade cards. You don't want to use names that might be a personally identify someone. So let's just take a look at the 6 that I have here across the top. The first one, you are going to go out of MagicSchool a little bit here. So if I click here on the YouTube video questions, what I would do is if I were to take a video, I can change the grade level to be whatever that I might want that to be. And then I'm going to change my question type, as well as I can change my number of questions. And I am taking a video here that I have been looking at and I have used. I'll bring it across here just real quick. So I would take this video, I would share it, get the actual address for the video here, and I would either do this as a class and show it, or I'd have students watch the video themselves. But then I would go and get what is called the transcript down below. Transcript, if a video has a transcript, not all do. If they have a transcript, it would be down below where the description is, and you would click on more, and then you're going to see this transcript. So I am simply going to copy this transcript. So I'm copying it, and then what I'm going to do, pull this back out, and I am going to paste that transcript in here. I could actually record information if I wanted to as well. but I'm pasting that in, and I'm going to say generate. So now what is going to happen is I am getting 5 questions. I'm getting the answer key, and I am provided with these questions that could be answered based upon the video and telling me where it's located at in the video. I can also, if I go down below here, this is where I would copy, this is where I would edit. I could actually have it read aloud to me if I were to choose to do that. The other thing you will find anytime you are working with this, there's always the action button at the bottom where I could translate it, I could do stuff with my questions, I could change the length, I could summarize, I can customize this however I would want. And you're always going to find that at the bottom of all of these tools. I'm going to go back. We're going to look at this informational text. This is another one that like I said, I just picked 6. There's over 80. So if I were to put in here, let's say we're gearing this at 7th grade. We want it to be, or let's change the grade. Let's make it a little bit older. How about 9th grade? Provide information of what it would have been like to be in a man in the Civil War. Let's put that. Would have a soldier in the Civil War. If I do this, then, and I just simply say generate, same thing. I'm going to get this information. It's going to provide exactly what I had asked for. Again, same thing. I could I could copy it, I could edit it, I can say read aloud.
Life as a soldier in the Civil War. Being a soldier in the Civil War was a challenge.
So again, that's just with the informational text. Another option that we have that we could use with MagicSchool. I'm going to go back and again, text translator. So if you ever have the need to have something translated, I'm going to pick Spanish. Let's just say it is a sunny, nice day outside. And then it just simply say generate. And again, I'm going to get the information provided to me in whatever language that I have chosen. And again, it's kind of handy. I can have it read aloud so that the students actually hear that language. Great for anything with foreign language. Let's look at teacher jokes, just something a little bit different, something kind of for fun that the teacher could do with their class. So let's say I want to do 2nd grade, and then just a joke about math and addition. We'll make it kind of content, but we'll just get some jokes here. And then again, we get 3 different jokes. You know, what was the equal sign? So humble because it knew it wasn't less than or greater than anyone else. So, you know, just clean, cool, fun jokes that you could start your day out, end your day with, just something fun. The image generator. Again, there's tons of new AI tools that are now part of MagicSchool. So I'm going to make sure that I showed you one of these. So I can go in here, I can upload an image if I wanted to use the AI to generate. I can also do text. So if I were to go in here and I were to say a dog eating ice cream, just for something fun and different. And it's going to generate this image for me, and I'll actually get what would be 4 different images of what it perceives as the dog eating ice cream. And then I can actually take these images, I can save it out to MagicSchool, I can change the size and the style and so forth. Again, something fun, something creative, something you could then paste and use into whatever you might be doing with your students. Go back, and the last thing we're going to look at is a rubric generator. A rubric, can't speak today, rubric generator. So again, if I were to go in here and I were to say, let's pick a different grade, let's pick 6th grade. The nice thing here is you can set the state, you can go out and get your standard, you can make it be towards the state standards that you have. So if I were to say an argumentative, if I could spell argumentative, an argumentative document in the state using the state of Ohio standards. And if I do this then, and I want to say an argumentative document about cell phone use in school. Again, I think I've misspelled argumentative here before. But then if I hit generate, it's going to provide me with that rubric, and I will then have my rubric to be able to score the students based upon what their writing would have been. Nice thing is I got this rubric, I can provide the students with the rubric, they can see the rubric and know that as they're writing, this is what the standards are for their grading part of it. I'll go back one more time here, and I'm just going to scroll down here rather quickly and just show all of the different tools. And the nice thing is these are all of the tools, but I can change it over to what tools are new. I can change it over to tools that involve planning, tools that involve questions, all of these subcategories that are listed I can do as well. It's not quite as overwhelming if I break these up by the subcategories. So that is what you would find if you are using MagicSchool with education, and how it can be so helpful as a teacher. I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and we will see you next week.